It's late, too late for me to stay awake, but my vacay stay steady. No, I hate to relate to a convoluted place. In this case, it's California. I ain't 'cause I know I glitter in the limelight, and I'm told they're all alike. Oh, garish, golden, hot, no molten, thought by those who love atrocious things, namely me. Cheapened by religious bigots, twins and triplets bought in quantity. A shining star of irresponsibility. Oh, what a lonely plight, such a selfish sight to see. Debauchery skittish, elusive. It's a fact. They hide their trails so well, it makes them hard to track. But look for signs that I should know. For I have heard at least 3 or
Ladies and gentlemen, bees, welcome to the stream that answers the question, why does Neil always forget to switch on his mic? There is no answer to that. There is absolutely no answer to that. Your background music is by Scarbo. Have a check. Let me just flip this share up. Perfect. How are you doing, guys? How's your Saturday going? We missed a stream in the middle. Only it is luxury and not everyone, but if you have the money, it's absolutely necessary. Sure. I'm not sure of anything anymore, to be completely honest with you. Am I visible properly now? Because I had to change a lot of things in the background. I had to switch to stream elements because Streamlabs just wasn't working, because I had like issues with starting on, like, there is a RMTPS like dual streamer on Streamlabs. It's very annoying. Sorry, Stream Elements. It is very annoying. It was not working. I had to do some jugaad just to get this started. So hopefully this works. We are going strong, which is nice, which is good. Are you getting, bro, the floods here are wild in Kerala? Thank you for the subscription, Pookie. 5-month streak. Perfect. Let's go. Yeah, fucking finally everything is properly working. It's been, a few days where shit just ain't working. Flash flood risk. Yeah. Dude, everywhere. I know. Like, the worst hit is Assam right now. Assam flash flood, the government isn't doing shit as well with it. And it is a pain in the ass, to be very frank with you. Like, literally no one is doing nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. So it's just something, I guess. Like, yeah, I mean, that's Kerala. That's LDF heartland. Like, that's socialist heartland. Like, you have a UDF government, but that doesn't really matter. Like, if you have the structures ready, it doesn't really matter after a while. But look at them breaking them down for the next few days. I'm going to quickly post on Instagram. So give me 1 second. What am I doing? Yeah, posting on Instagram. So phone link from here and send. Yeah. Quickly posting on Instagram. Like, shit just wasn't working. It was such a pain in the ass to do anything. How is this share going? No, not this. Jesus fucking Christ. Why is this? Okay. Why is this sharing it this way? God damn it. Send link to... No, more apps. Yeah, everything is just fucked over. God damn it. I hate Windows. I absolutely hate Windows. Never update your Windows, guys. Never update your Windows. They fuck everything up. They want to centralize every single shit. Yeah. Never update your Windows. Learn from me. Never update your Windows. What's this? What's the thing? That's terrible advice, bro. If you don't update Windows, it will have you. Yeah, fuck that. Don't never update your Windows. Never update your Windows. Windows update is a fucking scam. I don't care. No, Mac is worse. Mac is unironically worse. The only good thing is... Jesus, why is this? like don't take vaccines. No, this is not about your health. This is about your computer. Your health is very different than your computer, if I am not wrong. Like I'm not going to like, I understand chronic. No, it's not it's not a valid analogy. You can't compare these things. Can you actually tell me you can legitimately compare these things? Like on one hand, it's your update. The other hand, it's like, what the fuck does Windows Update actually fucking do other than making your computer slow the fuck down? Dude, I'm not taking opinions right now. Like, no, I'm still not taking opinions. I have other shit to think about. Where is this? They do fix up real exploits. Yeah, once in a while. The rest of the time, they fucking make your computer slow as shit. So you buy the newest computer in the line. Like, are we thinking of the same company here? Yeah, finally. Nice, just to defend tech. Nah, dude, stop defending tech corporations. Tech corporations, like, they do ghanta for you. Like, why would you ever defend a tech corporation? Like, seriously, why would you ever defend a tech corporation? They do nothing for you. They exploit you. They take your money for one. Like, it's not even they don't even provide you a service. Why would you defend a tech corporation of all things? They do give me a lot. They don't. That's the fun part. They don't. You just think they do because of marketing. Like, seriously, they don't give you shit. Whether you like it or not. They really don't give you shit. I mean, the world... Yeah, far better. Far better. If Microsoft didn't exist, there would be a lot of different countries that would not be at war right now. There would be a lot of different countries that would be happier. There would be a lot of different women that would not be raped. So please. No competition. No, something would have popped up anyway. Don't worry about the competition part. Like, you don't need Microsoft. Microsoft has been and is an extremely evil company. Everyone would have just explained the connection. I am not going to explain it to you because it is something very well fucking known. Like, I'm being very serious. It is a very well fucking known thing. Like, Microsoft has been directly involved in espionage. Microsoft has been directly involved in exploiting of people. Microsoft is directly involved in certain conflicts in Africa for gaining resources. Microsoft has been involved with Epstein. Bill Gates himself was a daily visitor of Epstein Island. Are we surprised? Why I say that it's a very problematic company? Like, come on, be serious. Be serious. Let me just quickly post this. But where is this post? So, yeah. I still use Windows because I don't really have a choice. Because this is not my computer. That's why I use Windows. I wouldn't use Windows for any other reason. It's not because I have a choice. Okay. Officially, off an external SSD or something? Dude, I can't. That's the problem. Because it's not my fucking computer. Like, what the fuck do you think it means when when I say it's not my computer? Do you think I have a choice in what I'm using? Do you think I can just boot into this. It's this bio-locked or something. No, it's not BIOS locked or any BIOS, whatever fuck I'm doing. It's not BIOS locked, but there are rules I have to follow through. Listen, if I'm telling you I can do it, which means I can do it. I'm not going to keep explaining myself every 5 seconds. Yeah, rules suck, but they also gave me a free laptop. They also gave me a free laptop, so I really cannot complain here. Just yeah, sure. Anyway, where is the fuck everyone? I don't know. Maybe they are in. I fucking don't know. See, I'm gonna start anyway. It doesn't really fucking matter. I think they are in Arun's stream because I think Megnerd is showing up. Whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. I'm gonna just start this. I'm just going to keep going. Because again, I can't really wait for anyone at this point. I have already missed yesterday. Gonna use a mousepad after years of not. Dude, I don't really want to know. This is not. I really don't want to know. To be fair, I don't care. Yeah, everyone is over there. Anyway. Okay, so first things first, we have to get to talking about.
All right, let's cut across.
There has been developments in the. Jesus fucking, I have to explain this from the very fucking beginning because I didn't do a start. There was a video circulating of a 15-year-old girl who was abusing Modi, and it lit the BJP system on fire. The BJP went after this woman, harassed, and made fun of her. Guy to get an FIR. The police registered an FIR against this woman when she was 15. They didn't check. Everyone claimed, oh, she's 25, which was not true. She was 15. Let's look at the news coverage. There is also Saurada's speech on free speech. This also includes him because he's a fucking ass and he's a fucking liability.
To our guest this evening, joining me, Saurav Das, Chief Spokesperson, Cockroach Janata Party. We also have with us Aman Lekhi, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court.
Yeah, FIR not even just on opinions, but an FIR on like just being abusive towards the Prime Minister, which is technically her legal right.
Sanjay Hegde, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court. I want to cut across to Mr. Das first. Saurav, the Cockroach Janata Party has vociferously opposed the FIR against this young student. Does it tie into the ultimatum that your party has given as a pressure group, political pressure group, given to the government suggesting that all FIRs be taken back? Because this FIR hasn't come in on the account of the government. It's been filed on the complaint of somebody else.
So first of all, like, I don't care what he's saying. We never had free speech. No, we did not. I mean, it's tentative to the government in power. But Saurav Das himself has been such a fucking pissant in all of this. Mostly because he, on the day the video actually went viral to the point where there was going to be an FIR, everyone was trying to stalk and abuse this woman. This guy comes on live TV and screams that, hey, you should take action against the woman. He doesn't say directly, but he does say it in a way that suggests that CJP has nothing to do with this woman, while even though she was at the protest, she's a minor. And he is completely okay with the FIR that would be released against that woman. Let me give you a quick example of this in a video that he posted. Actually, the Press Trust of India posted this video. So this is the background to this. I would like you to actually check this.
If there's any language that was used which is derogatory in nature, then the person concerned is free to pursue civil defamation and criminal defamation against the person. However, the use of criminal machinery to go against protesters, it is highly condemnable, and no one should be punished for any objectionable language per se. I'm not saying that the language is right. The language may be wrong. It may be objectionable to someone, but it is no reason to invoke the criminal machinery against.
Now, before he does two timing over here, let's just check what he said in the beginning.
Absolutely illegal. If there's any language that was used which is derogatory in nature, then the person concerned is free to pursue civil defamation and criminal defamation against the person. However, the use of criminal machinery.
Okay, now tell me, if he's okay with criminal defamation, then is he okay or not okay with criminal machinery being used?
To go against protesters, it is highly condemnable, and no one should be punished for any objectionable language per se. I'm not saying that the language is right. The language may be wrong. It may be objectionable to someone, but it is no reason to invoke the criminal machinery against such people. It sends a chilling effect. I don't think this is.
Hey, Pirate Luffy, how are you doing? You good, man?
Acceptable to anybody, especially to the younger generation. At the same time, I would request all the younger generation to be very careful of the words, of the kind of insults and.
The first question is why. First of all, policing the language of the protesters you called is absolutely uncalled for in any protest. Secondly, this is not the first time they have tried to police the protest to the point where you can't use Azadi as a slogan, which is an absolute shit show, because Azadi doesn't mean Azadi from India. A lot of Hindutvawadis are doing it by moving to other countries. Adani Ambani children are not Indian, for example. A lot of these political minister children are not Indians. But the people who have to live in the country, when they call for Azadi, they call Azadi against corruption, against scams, leaks, and the sort, against the capitalistic exploitation of them and themselves. Inqilab Zindabad, absolutely. But Inqilab Zindabad, the revolution must go on. Live long the revolution is not the same as Azadi. Azadi is a very different one. Inqilab Zindabad is still very PC for them. Inqilab Zindabad was one of the four that were allowed. But why not Azadi? Why not freedom? Is this protest not freedom against corruption, against the paper leaks, against the machinery oppressing you? And then now he goes out and like, oh, no. People should refrain from abusing or explaining themselves. Yeah, Azadi from RSS, exactly. Explaining themselves in a way that is authentic in a way, even if it includes explicits, includes derogatory language, but it's still their right. Nah, but they are going to fucking police their language.
Sentences that you use against people in general. That said, criminal machinery being used is a big no-no. It is completely unacceptable.
No, it's no. It's no, because like this is childhood. This is a interview with like a 5-year-old. No, this guy has always been very soft on the BJP. Since he met Nadda, since he met everyone, he has been absolutely fucking soft on the BJP. Like, go back and check before and after. This guy is going to be in politics.
It should not happen.
Also, he did say that he will be in politics eventually. Like, never say never. It's like Ranka, Deep K and him, whenever asked, are you going to be in politics? Never say never. So yeah. Anyway, Ranka was always a politician. He's like AAP politician. He was part of Rajasthan AAP. This guy has been around AAP for a very long time. Deep K is also AAP functionary at this point.
Would like to tell the police also to maintain calm and not misuse your powers for any political ends.
Where did Deepke go? Maharashtra. Deepke is in Maharashtra currently. Deepke is in Maharashtra giving live interviews. No. He's not in the US. That was a lie. He's not in the United States. That was a lie. He is in Maharashtra. He did not go back. He had typhoid. Typhoid got cured within a day. Then he was out hanging out. Then he went to Maharashtra to chill out. By the way, just so if you don't really understand, he was lying about the typhoid. CJP leadership has lied about every single thing. Every single thing. Up till now, like everything they say that is not also said by Isa, by other people, it has been a lie. Even at the time of the protest, them partying was they are tone deaf. Like at the time of the protest, when Deepke got on the truck, Saurav Das tweeted from Nadda's house that Deepke got kidnapped. How did he know how he got kidnapped by the police? You never fucking know. Then update, he wasn't kidnapped. But until then, everyone was fucking panicking. Until then, everything had gone to shit. And then he claimed we didn't have phones when we went to Nadda, which is also false. Because this fucker was tweeting throughout.
Say we are in touch with the union.
What was the video of him? Dude, it was a PR campaign. The video of him going to the airport was a PR campaign. Like, come on, dude. This is AAP 101.
The union government's representatives keep calling us for talks at a neutral venue. Sometimes we go, but when things don't progress, we don't feel like going. Now, today, when the Delhi government notification came out, I feel it's a positive development. And therefore, they've called us again for talks. So we will go for that, where they'll be sharing a language of the draft.
Was this whole thing just to take sales out of any idea of change in the country? Not really, no. It wasn't just to take the sales out of the idea of change in the country. There are two aspects to this. One of the aspect is the Aam Aadmi Party, who had lost a lot of their ground throughout the country. Like they are someone who want to be a national party. To be a national party, you have to be in control or govern at least 4 states. They had lost Delhi. They are about to lose Punjab. They cannot make a mark anywhere else. So to gain popularity on that front, they kind of pushed, they pushed this like CJP movement to the very end. Then it's not about listen, friend of a friend. No one thought about meaningful change when they started any of this. What they did was, we had a flash protest similar to this in 2012, known as the India Against Corruption movement. India Against Corruption movement was also involved with AAP, so they were trying to recreate that. people not believing that any change, meaningful change happens is a secondary objective. It is not the primary. Primary reason was always the app to take control. Once after everything went boom, everything happened, the protest happened, app takes control of the whole protest, Deepke gets sidelined, Saurav gets sidelined, Arvind Kejriwal takes forefront. That was the plan. That didn't go that way because app itself is not very likable. People absolutely fucking despise it. And they were not even allowed to be at the protest, so that died. And at this point of time, from then on, from the 23rd or 24th on, when they knew nothing is happening with respect to app, everyone is just hands up, we'll tweet, we will just give interviews, get our own profiles up, we will not actually do anything to help anyone. That kind of a thing. It was a shit show for app. That's why they have just removed all of their machinery, and the entire machinery is running on the left. The left is basically running this. The left student organizations are running this at this point, but it is still under the CJP name because Indian left are basically cucks at this point. They're literal cucks. So I'm sorry to say, they're fucking cucks. If you can't take control of a failing protest like this and actually develop it to something positive, while you were an integral part of it, yes, they were sidelined every step of the way. They should have realized this, but no, they're absolutely acting like cucks right now. I don't have anything more to say.
Of the union government's assurance, I hope that all the points that we had shared will be in that draft, because time is running out. The younger generation is running out of patience. The words that have been promised, the commitments that have been made have to be honored. So I would just urge the union government to not waste further time and come good on its guarantees.
So while he's saying that, let's see what he's saying on 13 hours ago on the news channel, because he has changed his words a lot of times. So we are going to check if he has been consistent at the very least.
Yes, Preeti. I mean, we were apprehensive that something like this would happen in the future, because it is one thing for the government to go ahead and file certain cases against protesters, and it is entirely another thing for supporters of the government to go to the police stations and start filing cases against individual protesters and try to make an example out of it. However, we are very clear that no cases should be pursued, right? When we use that language, we did not mean, or we did not specifically say that only cases filed by the government on itself against protesters should not be pursued.
Yeah, so now he's just flipping the script onto himself, because he has lied before, and he has done but update. Imagine if I say oh, I like socialism, but update, sometimes capitalism is okay. Update, no, fascism is perfectly fine. That is what he's doing.
But any cases should not be pursued against any protester for whatever was done at the protest site, right? And that should include this FIR as well, which is against Ruchika Singh, because number one...
Again, she's 15. It was very clear from the start she was 15. Fucker did not have the balls to be no, the BJP is wrong. These people are wrong. It is an integral right of a person to be open with their speech, derogatory language irrespective. Doesn't really fucking matter. But no. I'm not even going to begin the amount of shit that this person has done. The reason why I say that is because this is not the first time he has gone out of his way to kill the protest himself.
It's a frivolous FIR. There's absolutely nothing wrong, nothing criminal in what she has said. And I think that should...
While Rahul Gandhi is on the screen, let me just be clear. The current status of the CJP protest is that they are copying everything Rahul Gandhi is saying. just one-to-one. Again, very app coded. They just like copying homework at this point.
Be the only yardstick with which we should be dealing with this case, whether the thing was criminal, whether what was uttered was criminal. And clearly, in our opinion, it is not criminal. She should be protected.
Listen, if it was not criminal, then why did you go after that? Why did you even insinuate?
Blanket immunity should apply on her as well.
All right, I'm going to ask you one quick question before we go to our other guests. And, Saurav, I'll come back to you after I speak with Mr. Raman Lekhi as well. But the question I want to ask you, Saurav, because this is something that is now being debated very strongly, both on social media and outside, that where does one draw the line where profanity and abuse is concerned? Does the Cockroach Janata Party in any manner support, because there was a section at Jantar Mantar that was using language which wasn't really parliamentary, to say the least. There were abuses being hurled. I'm not saying your entire protest was that, but there was a small section of the protest that was that. Where does the Cockroach Janata Party stand?
The ideal answer here is there is nothing that you cannot say during a fucking protest. There is no parliamentarian, there is no person in power that you cannot speak clearly about. These people consistently go out hurling abuses to anyone who is against them. But the moment you do it to them, there is an FIR filed. There is a police report going on. There, people will come after you, try to abuse you. But these bhadwas keep screaming about how it is so bad that you use derogatory language against these fuck shits.
Our stand is very clear. When the speech tends to incite violence or tends to incite some crime, that is when the speech should be made criminal. Otherwise, anything before that and anything which does not reach.
Bro, why is right-wing mentality just, if I can't see it, it doesn't exist? Why is liberal mentality, unless you say it, it doesn't exist? It's the reason why these things exist the way they exist is because they don't really have a plan for anything. So there's scientific research where right-wingers will do have, and for most parts, have dissonance. They're really good at dissonance. You give them information, they'll ignore it until you give them information that aligns with their worldview. Liberal mentality, and again, there is research on that, is everything is fine until it isn't. They wait for the end of it and then they'll make themselves fine. The C *** maggots. Yes.
Reach that threshold is just mere speech. It might be distasteful to some. It may not be distasteful to some others. So we leave it at that.
Yeah,
Saurav,
like this fuck shit didn't leave it at that yesterday when he was needed to leave it at that. No, this fuck shit was about like, no, do the entire FIR whatever, because he did not realize how much of a fucking shit it's going to be. Because at this point, I do personally believe, entirety of the CJP leadership is like, why is this going on so long? Why can't we just end this already? We have to go home and fucking party. We have to go home and join political parties. Why do we have to keep being leaders? And that is one thing I'm almost certain of, that this is their fucking mentality. This is what they say when they go to sleep every night. They are tired. They want to just check out.
Distasteful to the Cockroach Janata Party?
Sorry?
Is it distasteful to the Cockroach Janata Party?
You see, we have different standards of morality. It may be distasteful to me. It may be distasteful to you. But standards of morality are different for each and every one. We cannot be criminalizing it basis, what the subjective standards of morality. And that's very dangerous if that is something that anyone supports.
Sort of nowhere does one, because at least on this platform, no one says that profanity equals criminality, at least on this platform. And number two, nobody's trying to define moral reference points for any generation, leave alone individuals. But the question I ask you, sir.
So call out the BJP. Call out the BJP. This India Today is never calling out the BJP because the BJP is doing it. Like, you want example of this? You want example of this? This is the fucking example. What is this? What the fuck is this? Why are they trying to find a 15-year-old? Why is this guy constantly posting like hate videos, like how we are gonna kill and murder people against a 15-year-old? Why are they trying to ID a 15-year-old, dox her then? Take the stand. Fucking take the stand. You fucking won't.
Saurav, because you're a political pressure group. It is because of you that a government has had to change a minister. So for a responsible political pressure group, can there be space where protest is comes into question for abuse? Or should all kinds of abuse during protest be criticized?
See, we are very clear that the protest only stands for what it is fighting for. The cause has to be truthful. The cause has to be real. We cannot be going around policing what each and everybody's opinion is about a certain individual or a certain cause. The organizers of the protest.
This is so fuck shit because this guy has been policing the language of the protests in the fucking beginning. Like, now he's just saying that because there is so much wawda against his word. By the way, his word became toxic right after. That's why he's trying to save face. Do not get it wrong. He's trying to save face here. The cause wasn't real, bro. Is LARPing. Yeah, the cause was never really real. But yeah, I know.
Have to walk on the path of truth, and that is what we did, and that is why we won.
Yeah. The guy who is literally responsible for most of the lies that have come from the CJP leadership is like, we are on the path of truth. Like, be fucking serious. All of his bullshit has led to fucking this fucking shit. This is a 15-year-old. 15-year-old.
सीपी गई थी अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, फिर वहाँ पे प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा था, मैंने वहाँ पे कोक पी, वहाँ पे ग्रुप्स बने हुए.
Guys, if you have seen the video that is not blurred, you will see how depressing this is. Like, this is absolutely... She's fucking 15. She has been called as like 25-year-old, doxed and harassed by BJP goons. Doxed and harassed by BJP goons. Sent death threats, rape threats, and what fucking nots.
हुए थे बहुत सारे. वो लोग बहुत चीज़ें बोल रहे थे, बहुत गालियाँ दे रहे थे प्रधानमंत्री जी को. उन लोगों के इन्फ्लुएंस में आके कि तुम लोग भी बोलो, कोई सब बोलो करके मैंने बहुत चीज़ें बोली. मैं भी मात्र 15 साल की हूँ. मैंने जो करा माफ़ी के लायक नहीं था. मैंने बहुत गंदी चीज़ें बोली है.
Asking a 15-year-old to apologize because of bad words. And nationally, she's fucking 15. She literally says, yeah, I know. And the Prime Minister made a extremely patriarchal, extremely misogynist, pandering, fuck shit video against her. Like, देवता बने घूम रहे हैं हमारे PMG. Fucking shithole, man.
बट ये मेरी पहली और आखिरी गलती होगी. इसके बाद मैं ऐसा कुछ नहीं करूँगी और ना ही वो चीज़ मैंने कभी पोस्ट की थी. मैं पूरे देश से माफ़ी मांगती हूँ. मैं इतनी शर्मिंदा हूँ, मैं अपनी नज़र भी नहीं उठा पा रही हूँ. मैं सबसे माफ़ी मांग रही हूँ. मुझे प्लीज़ माफ़ कर दीजिए, प्लीज़.
She has to do that because now her family and herself are under threat. Because no one stood with her when the time was there. Slur BJ said against Muslims, but he won't be making a video about them. Yeah, no, he's never. Like, the things he has said against, he himself has said. He has called people prostitutes. He has called people 50 lakh ki bibi and shit like this. He himself is very guilty of the same thing he is accusing others of. His own party, his own people, and his own workers are responsible for 99.99% of Indian derogatory material that comes out of this country. But there is no, please don't use derogatory language against them. It's only against a 15-year-old.
everything else that is being discussed now, it is quite irrelevant, because we should be discussing and debating about what has happened post the protest, whether the government's guarantees have seen the.
They haven't, but this fucker is never even addressing that part in detail. You know why? Because whenever he addresses it, he calls Nadda. Nadda says, promise, we'll do it next week. And he's like, no, the government has promised to do it next week. That literally has been the case here. And now he's using that point to not talk about the fact of the massive failure of the CJP leadership to actually support a 15-year-old who was part of their protest. Like, when they were calling everyone for protest, they're like, no, come, you have to come. It is your future. We will defend you. We'll support you. We are there for you. And now, like, fuck all. Let's not even talk about this. Like, at what point in this old shit is he going to mention that she's being harassed by RSS and Hindutva goons? I wonder.
Light of day. All of that should be discussed instead of discussing what one individual in the entire protest of lakhs and.
Yeah, now he's policing the language of everyone, being like, no, don't talk about the 15-year-old being harassed. Talk about like, what about the promises by Nadda? What about the promises of the FIRs? Nothing has fucking happened. You are completely fucking quiet over this. You are literally fucking quiet over this. You have not even taken a step towards discussing what happened to the FIRs. No people have been released. The only people on ground who are actually doing anything are Aisa. Again, not part of the CJP. This guy is dancing. Deepke is in Maharashtra, getting flowers thrown on him. Ranka is in the AAP office trying to make sure he gets his next election done. Bro said nothing about Mohammad Junaid. I'm expecting. He has said about Mohammad Junaid when Mohammad Junaid said CJP is not supporting me. When he said CJP is not supporting me, Junaid came, then he was like, no, we are supporting. Because the only thing they understand is lack of popularity and people shitting on them. That is the only way you can take these guys under control, is if you go out and talk about all of the shit they are doing in the background, because they have no ideological honesty in any of this. They are not adhering to an ideology or a process or a movement. They don't adhere to their own movement. The movement is done. It's cancelled, by the way. He said it himself. The government has not taken back the FIRs. The government has constantly and consistently given them a deadline. They go out and be like, no, we are going to back on protest if they don't take back the FIRs by this date. The government is like, fuck all, bro, we are not doing that anyway, and they don't do it. And the guy is like, no, next deadline. Like, remember the meme, Tariq pe Tariq. That's basically what he's doing. Like, just keep moving forward. This will die out eventually. This will die out eventually. Our work is done. We got the popularity. Like, AAP didn't get the seats, but like, okay, what can we do about it now? AAP didn't do shit. Like, the main objective has failed, essentially.
Lakhs people has said. What the government is trying to do through Ruchika's case is only to make an example out of us and a chilling effect. And we should be very wary of that.
Fair point.
I genuinely hope Saurav gets grilled. Yeah, I hope that too. He's not going to. That's the funny part of it. Because he's not going in any of the political debates that are run by leftists. He's going to you have to realize this. A lot of the left is thinking of the CJP as like their saving grace. Oh my God, this is what Marx wrote. Oh my God, this is what it means to have a revolution. That is what they keep thinking. That's why you have a lot of leftists in support of this without understanding the impact of AAP. Then you have like right-wingers who are literally funding that shit from the very fucking beginning. So they are not grilling him or anyone ever. So like, what can you do? what can you fucking do? The only people actually against any of this are like people on the internet, the independent media, more or less.
Saurav, I'll urge you to stay on with me. I want to take one legal.
Yeah, that's insane. I thought leftists were critical of the CJP. Okay. The leftists that matter, and to be fair, we do not matter in this point of it. We are not that popular yet. What other leftist is critical of the CJP? Like on like the level that we need, like on the level that everyone is so positive about the CJP, what leftist is critical? Like seriously, what leftist is critical? Yeah, some on the internet are, dude, who? Like at what level are we talking here? At what level are we talking here? Like are they actually like are they big enough to be critical or no? Because the true left that doesn't concede every victory to the right is critical of the CJP, and it is extremely fucking small. Extremely fucking small.
Legal opinion from our panelists, and I'd like to come
You
back.
have to grade it on a scale. You literally have to grade it on a scale. You have like every single major influencer, every single major YouTuber, I don't know, they are absolutely in favor of the CJP. The ones that are actually decently critical of them are fucking nowhere. Yeah, they have zero impact. Who the fuck cares then? I tried to reach out to SFI, by the way. Like we sent information up there with enough proof. And you know what happened? The next day, Neha had interviews. Like this is literally, I'm not even joking. Neha had interviews saying that they don't really care if it's up. They don't really care as long as it's against the BJP. Yeah, but again, you are not going to win shit. You're not going to win anything on the fabric of India by just being against something. You have to be for something, right? So if you're going to concede to a right-wing party, are you fucking leftist at that point? Like the whole point of left winning is by not conceding. That's what we have seen time and again. But no. Indian left is just like, no, we are going to concede to the right no matter what happens. And you're like, okay. Like fucking Congress has more balls than this. Congress has more balls than fucking Indian left. Indian left concedes to the right the moment they give them chanda. Exactly, only being against something isn't going to get us real results like what happened with CJP. Yeah, exactly. They're going to get a fucking result. We have Prahlad Joshi as the next education minister. Like, go on, king. Go do your fucking reactionary fucking revolution. At this point, we are just getting chanda.
Back to you once more. But Mr. Lekhi, to bring you in, Saurav has a strong point, Mr. Lekhi.
Like, seriously, I'm sorry. I'm not... Bro is worse. Yeah, I know. Like, let me just be very, very fucking honest and very fucking yappy about this, and then I'm gonna stop recording this fucking video as well. Because, like, tell me, seriously, tell me, what did the left get out of this other than fucking chanda? Like, seriously, what did the left get? Absolutely fucking shit all. None of the demands have been completed to the level that they should have been. Sonam Wangchuk is tagging Nadda and Jitendra Singh like they are his caretakers. Agno, his wife, is going out of her way to praise RSS and Sanghidam. Literally. Then please tell me, what did the left get? What did the left get? Everyone has forgotten that this was about the BJP. That is what the left got. Like, for example, what is this? This is a video, right? This is a video, right? Who is fucking tagged here? Like, they are his handlers. Jagjat Prakash Nadda. Jitendra Singh, fucking handlers of Sonam Wangchuk, fucking handlers. Like, be fucking serious.
Okay. When he says abuse, you might, have your own moral reference points for it, but since when does profanity equal criminality?
No, that's correct. You see, this was an abhorrent and utterly distasteful comment. So the question is, distastefulness is not criminality. There are three categories. One is causing offense. The other is...
Yeah, this is going to be really fucking idiotic. I'm just going to skip out from this. Like, seriously, I'm going to skip like all this technical bullshit.
being offensive, and by of harm.
Jesus Christ, it doesn't fucking matter. You don't have to have this much of a fucking bullshit talk over this. God damn. Jesus fucking Christ. What is this? Azad Kashmir. We'll talk about Azad Kashmir update in a second. This is the Internet Freedom Foundation's IIF statement. The doxing of the young woman who protested Jantar Mantar is a crime under existing law. The FIR has been aimed at a schoolgirl instead. Seriously, this is what they do. They're giving FIRs against schoolgirls at this point. 15 fucking year olds. 15 fucking year olds. How do you even fucking dare? How do you fucking dare? And you know what the worst part is? You know what the worst part is? This guy, the guy behind Jaipur Dialogue, he, if I am not wrong, is 70. He's 70. And after being 70, he's also an IAS officer. He's an IAS officer who is coming after a 15-year-old. 15 fucking year old. And our dear saviors in Saurav Das are saying it is perfectly fine. Jesus, like, do we really? This is another FIR that they are doing. This is another fucking FIR they are doing.
Now focus to breaking news that's coming at this point in time. We learn that the case has been registered against Rahul Gandhi, Pappu Yadav, Avdesh Prasad, and this is Varanasi police which has filed an FIR.
Was that? I think this was on purpose. That like NDTV is literally said like, oh, Rahul Gandhi, Pappu Yadav. Like, I think that was on purpose. I'm honestly saying that was on purpose.
And this happened over the parliament protest that took place yesterday, and a case of hurting religious sentiment has been registered. A case has been filed in Varanasi after a complaint that was registered by Sears in Varanasi. Now, this is a case wherein in parliament yesterday, the independent member of parliament, Pappu Yadav, had dressed up in a form of priest. He had sat outside the Makar Dwar and he had enacted the Chanda Chori process that took place in Ayodhya.
Okay, fuck this for a second. The Quint has released a video. I really want to see this. The reason why I want to see this is because the reason why I want to see this is because was the left sidelined? Now, I am not saying this is a reaction to us making noise in the background. But this might be the reaction of us making noise in the background. Teleprompter hota hai. Dude, what I don't understand. Because this all of this shit of the left defending themselves is happening after me and Ayman contacted a few people from SFI and IS and gave them certain information in the background that I have said enough. So this might be a reaction to that. I'm not sure. I can never really be sure that this is a reaction to what we sent up the wine. But I'm gonna claim at least okay, this may be. Hold on, can you hear this? Oh, you can't hear this.
अगले निशाने पे कौन है? वो व्यक्ति जो स्टार्टिंग में 20 तारीख को पेलेट गन्स इस्तेमाल करने का ऑर्डर लेते हैं.
वो पूरा
किया था, तो इस और कितना दूरी बना के आप क्या कर लेंगे?
सब तो लेफ्ट ने किया था, उधर सीजेपी वाले कहेंगे अरे भाई हमने किया। सवाल और है इस पे कि सौरभ
Is this video fucking starting or no? Fuck's sake.
राइट की तरफ दिखा है। उनकी वाइफ का जो स्टेटमेंट अभी कुछ दिन पहले आया है, फैमिली में क्या होता है, राइट नए भाषण देने वाले यंग लोगों, राघव चड्ढा हूँ, बहुत लोग अभी भी करते हैं और उसके बाद कहते हैं खाना नहीं खाएंगे अगर मुझे खिलौना नहीं दिलाओगे, साइकिल नहीं दिलाओगे। तो ऐसा क्या कैसे हमारा एक शो मोड में है और यहाँ बोल कह सकते हैं कि
Jesus fucking Christ.
आंदोलन जीवी गैंग की एक मेंबर भी है, फ्रेशर हैं जनाब। ऐसे कैसे हमारा एक शो है और हम उसमें बहुत सीरियस बातें भी।
So he's talking about just introducing Neha, like, oh, she's quote unquote Andolan Jeevi, like a protester, an activist, and all of that shit. He's just talking to her like that.
करते हैं, थोड़ा लाइट बातें भी करते हैं। अब एक बात बताइए, आप 23 दिन तक हंगर स्ट्राइक पे थी, नीट के पेपर।
She was like on 23 days of hunger strike against NEET.
अब जो है कई सारे लोग कहते हैं कि भाई लोग घर में नाराज़ होते हैं, ठीक है, और उसके बाद कहते हैं खाना नहीं खाएंगे अगर मुझे खिलौना नहीं दिलाओगे, साइकिल नहीं दिलाओगे। तो ऐसा क्या था, हंगर स्ट्राइक पे बैठ के भाई हमको।
So he's basically saying like, oh, but like even children do it, like they won't eat food. So let's see.
तो चाहिए इस्तीफा मांग लिया।
अब घर वाले लोग तो घर वाले लोग होते हैं। मोदी जी अगर घर वालों जैसा सलूक हमारे साथ करते तो 20 तारीख को इतना मारपीट नहीं होता।
Well, okay. Now she's basically saying is like if Modi ji was like acting like a family, like a parent or like a adult figure in the household, he wouldn't have beaten us up on the 20th. Well, I mean, I don't know. She grew up in a very good family, I guess.
खैर, पर खाने के साथ ऐसे बदला हमने कभी नहीं निकाला है, ये पहली बार है। सब कुछ हो चुका था, काला झंडा दिखा जा।
He was abusive Indian. Yeah, I know exactly. That's the point. Like, okay. Like, I hope this is not a LARP. I hope this is not a liberal LARP. I really hope this is not a liberal. See, I have not watched this. I generally don't go out of my way to watch Quint.
जा चुके थे, न जाने कितने चार्जशीट्स हैं, तिहार जा चुके थे, तो एक ये बच रहा था, इसको भी कर लिया।
ये हंगर स्ट्राइक खुद से प्लान था, अपनी जिद थी या?
He's asking like, was the hunger strike the entire plan? Was it just came out of nowhere or something?
ऐसा उन्होंने कहा कि अरे तुमको बैठना है, तुम प्रेसिडेंट हो, तुम्हारे पास जिम्मेदारी है।
नहीं, ये जिद तो सोनम वांगचुक की थी मुझे लगता है, और उनके साथ स्टूडेंट्स भी बैठे हैं, यंग लोग।
So basically, Sonam Wangchuk was the one who insisted everyone to sit on the hunger strike. Sonam Wangchuk did that. The RSS cuck.
लोग भी बैठे, उन्हीं का मूवमेंट है, वो लोग भी भूखे रहें, ये एक था। और बाकी
Yeah, they need to stop glazing Sonam Wangchuk. This is why I say like the left doesn't win shit.
कि मेरी जिद तो बिल्कुल नहीं थी कि मैं बैठूं। आमीन थे जो मेरे साथ 23 दिन तक बैठे, वो चाह रहे थे, उनका वॉलंटियर करना था कि हम बैठेंगे। मैंने वॉलंटियर नहीं किया था, ये प्रपोज हुआ था और मीटिंग में पास हुआ, तो फिर
She's basically saying that no, she was forced into the hunger strike because Sonam Wangchuk wanted the hunger strike and they had a meeting like no, we have to do the hunger strike. Like literally, I'm sorry. Like if you just look at CJP talking about the hunger strike, you wouldn't even fucking know she was on a hunger strike. Like they were fucking sidelined so badly that Deep K when he went on his fucking hunger strike. He didn't even take their fucking names. He only took Wangchuk's name.
हम बैठे थे।
हंगर स्ट्राइक में होता क्या है, हम लोग तो रोज़ा रखते हैं, बहुत लोग व्रत रखते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, भूखे रहना पड़ता है एक सर्टेन टाइम के लिए। लेकिन हंगर स्ट्राइक में बहुत लंबा चला आता है। होता क्या एग्जैक्टली, क्या फील करते हैं, सबसे मुश्किल क्या होता है?
आई थिंक हमारे लिए सबसे मुश्किल ये था कि हम एक पब्लिक प्लेस पे हंगर स्ट्राइक कर रहे थे, जहाँ पे दिन के आई थिंक 10 नहीं तो 12 घंटा माइक चलता था, और उस माइक से न जाने दुष्यंत कुमार को हर रोज़ 3 बार तो पढ़ी देते थे लोग कि हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी पिघलनी। इतना पसंद तो मुझे हो, लेकिन अब इतना ज़्यादा सुन लिया और इतने तकलीफ़ के क्या बोलते हैं एक्सपीरियंस से वो कनेक्ट हो चुका है।
She's just talking about how she had to hear the phrases way too much because they kept yapping about that and she's just tired of it. Okay.
अब लगता है कि
That's not important, I guess.
भूख हड़ताल मानसिक रूप से बहुत टायरिंग थी हमारे लिए, क्योंकि हम लोग सराउंडेड थे। मतलब अगर हमें प्रिक किया जा रहा है ब्लड शुगर लेने के लिए, तो वो भी 10 लोग बैठ करके देख रहे हैं, सबको रीडिंग देखना है। यहाँ से खून 3-3 वाइल हर ऑल्टरनेट डे लिया जाता था, वो सबको देखना है। हम वेइंग मशीन पे चढ़ते थे कि कितना वज़न कम हुआ, तो सब ऐसे रुक जाते थे और आसपास ऐसे गोला बना लेते थे कि कितना वज़न कम हुआ है। तो अपने बॉडी का एहसास बहुत ज़बरदस्त तरीके से हुआ। और मुझे लगता है कि हमारा बॉडी, हमारा सोने का समय, क्योंकि हम सोते भी वहीं बिस्तर पे थे, तो एवरीथिंग बिकेम वेरी पब्लिक, सब कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा सार्वजनिक हो गया। मैंने ECG करवाया 3 बार जंतर मंतर पे बैठ करके, मतलब ECG में वो आपके कपड़े खोल करके वो प्लग इन करते हैं, वो भी जंतर मंतर पे हो गया। मतलब अद्भुत दिन थे।
सोशल मीडिया पे कई सारे लोग कह रहे हैं जब प्रोटेस्ट खत्म हुआ तो एक वीडियो आप लोगों किया, आप लोग डांस कर रहे हैं और चल छैया छैया, काफ़ी लोग उसमें हाथ किकिंग किए, और फिर तो वो जो है उसमें बार बार कहा जा रहा है यार ये देखो ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, तो डांस कर रहे हैं। एक पूरा बहस चल रहा है सोशल मीडिया पे कि देखो ये लोग तो डांस कर रहे हैं।
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna switch to the actual content about them talking about if they were sidelined. It's like this is just random bullshit talk.
ये सही बात है कि अभी मूव रिप्रेजेंटेटिव बहुत सारे लोग जेल में हैं।
वो किस तरह से आप देखते हो?
नहीं, ये सही।
बच्चे मरे थे, बहस चल रहा है सोशल मीडिया पे कि देखो ये लोग तो डांस कर रहे हैं, इनको मतलब नहीं है, इतने बच्चे मरे थे।
रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स बंगाल में भी उन स्टूडेंट्स की सहायता कर रहे हैं। ये सही बात है कि अभी मूवमेंट अधूरा है, लेकिन इस मूवमेंट
Now peeps are protesting for resignation of which at Jantar Mantar. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, sure. We will see. ISA is doing it. It's not like a CJP movement. Let me be very clear. But also, they're doing it because AAP couldn't take over the initial CJP protest. If the CJP shows up, it is for AAP. The second thing here is that, yes, she is correct. A lot of people are in jail. FIRs have not been removed. FIRs have not been removed. The Gunda bill thing has not been removed. They should be protesting against that as well. But, well, I mean, CJP is never going to. ISA is already protesting.
में जितना खून जला है हमारा, जितनी मेहनत, आंसू, न जाने क्या क्या लगा है, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफा कोई सामान्य बात नहीं है।
Okay, now she's saying like, oh, technically our blood has boiled or burnt, which is the Indian way of, no, not Indian, sorry, which is the Hindi way of saying that they have worked really hard and Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation is not an ordinary thing. Now, while we do say that it is not because of the CJP protest itself that Dharmendra Pradhan resigned, there was a expose, there was a whistleblower shit on Bhaskar English that kind of suggested it wasn't just Dharmendra Pradhan's CJP protest, but also Congress sitting in front of the Prime Minister's residence demanding it. Because you cannot really harass a LOP.
और जब आपके सामने जो ताकतें हैं वो इतनी ज़ोरदार, ज़िद्दी, घमंडी ताकतें हों और आप उन ताकतों को झुका दें, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि आधा 1 घंटा नाच लेने से कुछ होता है। ये तो बिल्कुल करना चाहिए, स्पेशली जब आपका खुश रहना रजीम को नागवार गुजरे, तो आप और खुश रहिए। आपको धर्मेंद्र प्रधान को इस्तीफा हो गया, पार्लियामेंट में आने पे धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जिंदाबाद के नारे लग रहे हैं, उनको न जाने क्या क्या पहनाया जा रहा है, सम्मानित किया जा रहा है।
Yeah, Dharmendra Pradhan was seen as a victor here, that he did it for the people, that he resigned. Also replacement, yeah, I mean Prahlad Joshi is a fucktard.
तो अपने अना पे जो चोट लगी है उसको कवर अप करने की बहुत कोशिश हो रही है, लेकिन आपकी अना पे जो चोट है उसको तो हम छैया छैया से भी, झकझोर दुनिया से भी, सब पे नाच करके दर्ज करवाएंगे कि नहीं तुम तो हारे हो।
Yeah, they were cheering for him, they garlanded him, they did all of that sort where this person is taken as like a god. The reason is not pride. The reason is not pride. Don't get me wrong, she is wrong on that. The reason is not pride. The reason for this is that Dharmendra Pradhan can just go back to Odisha and take over the functioning of Odisha. He's an Odisha strong man. They're trying to still keep him in the fucking fold.
हो और तुम्हारे लिए हार कोई छोटी बात नहीं है, हमें मालूम है। खून का घूंट पिया है तुमने, और इस खून के घूंट पीने, मतलब हम इतने सालों से पी रहे हैं खून का घूंट, एक बार तुम भी पियो और हम भी मनाएं, क्या दिक्कत है?
अब एक बात बताइए कि जैसे हंगर स्ट्राइक पर आप लोग भी थे और सोनम वांगचुक भी बैठे थे, लेकिन वहाँ पे एक चीज़ देखने को मिली, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने कवर किया, तो जो सेंटर स्टेज था उसमें सोनम वांगचुक थे और उस सेंटर स्टेज पे सौरभ, दास और अभिजीत, दीपिके, आशुतोष, इन लोगों की टीम और ये लोग थे। आप लोगों का एक अलग एरिया में आप लोग वो कर रहे थे, तो क्या कोई ऐसी चीज़ें थी?
So he's basically saying like, oh, you were different. What was the issue that they're taking over?
जिसकी वजह से आप लोग अलग थे, या कोई मतलब पहले से सेट था कि हाँ हम अलग रहेंगे, या साथ बैठने के लिए कभी कोई बात हुई थी?
पहले तो ये डिसाइड ही नहीं हुआ था कि स्टूडेंट्स लोग भी बैठेंगे। सोनम वांगचुक के साथ बातचीत हुई होगी सीजेपी स्पोक्स पर्सन्स की, तो एक मीटिंग हुई थी, उसमें उन्होंने हमें बताया कि वो भूख हड़ताल पे बैठेंगे। हमने उस मीटिंग में भी कहा कि यंग लोगों का प्रोटेस्ट है, स्टूडेंट्स का प्रोटेस्ट है, स्टूडेंट्स भी बैठे, लेकिन उसमें फिर वो और खिंच गया था वो मीटिंग। उसके बाद एक और मीटिंग होनी थी, लेकिन तब तक फिर वो दिन आ गया था जिस दिन से सोनम वांगचुक बैठते भूख हड़ताल पे। तो हम लोगों ने अपना
So they were having meetings about this, like whether or not should we stay on the hunger strike.
एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल मीटिंग किया और हम 6 लोगों ने डिसाइड किया कि हम भूख हड़ताल पे बैठेंगे। अब वो सीजेपी की तरफ से बैठे हुए थे भूख हड़ताल पे सोनम जी, हम आयसा के एक्टिविस्ट थे जो बैठे थे, और उसमें शायद कुछ लॉजिस्टिकल मामला भी था, इन्फेक्शंस, और एक उनको आदत थी एक तरह से बैठने की। तो हमने कहा उसमें कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, हम आयसा के स्टॉल पे बैठ जाएंगे, आयसा के टेंट पे प्रोटेस्ट पे बैठ।
So they were not allowed, basically. Basically, it means sideline. Like, this is the nice way of saying, like, no, they didn't sideline us. We just decided, like, no, we'll just sit on our own. It's called being sidelined, guys.
जाएंगे, बैठना भूख हड़ताल पे ही है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
कहा जा रहा है कि दोनों में ना मतलब फर्क
See, whether or not, whether
इसको गलत वर्ड ही कहते हैं, लाइमलाइट।
whether or not you were on the whether you're protesting or not, hold on, this is better. Yeah, better. Jesus Christ, yeah, perfect. What am I doing? Fuck, yeah. Like, whether or not this all is a propaganda game, right? At the end of the day, this is a propaganda game. So basically, they were like, oh, the propaganda game has failed because they won't let us on the stage.
ठीक है, वो पूरा फोकस जो था वो वहाँ था, उस सेंटर स्टेज पे था, लेकिन आप लोग भी प्रोटेस्ट पे थे। तो क्या ऐसा लगता है आपको कि वो एक नाइंसाफ़ी टाइप है कि आप लोगों को वो सेंटर स्टेज नहीं मिला?
He's saying that is it unfortunate or is it not fair that you didn't get the center stage? Because again, Aisa made up most of the working public of the CJP.
क्योंकि लिए मैंने देखा है कि जब सोनम वांगचुक को पुलिस ने उठाया था, उसके बाद आप लोग वापस स्टेज पर आए थे और फिर थोड़ी देर बाद फिर वापस आप लोग स्टेज से हट गए, तो वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया।
Yeah, so basically after this happened, Aisa came on stage for like a screaming match against the government and they cordially left. Let's see how this happens, because again, we all fucking know they were sidelined to shit.
वो हुआ क्या था वहाँ पे?
अब वही है, प्रोटेस्ट साइट्स बहुत कंफ्यूजन का भी साइट होता है, और देखिए मतलब इम्पॉर्टेंट बात वो है, क्योंकि जो लोग पूछ रहे हैं वो कंसर्न से ही पूछ रहे हैं, मुझे लग रहा है कि हम चाहते थे आप भी बैठे हैं स्टेज पे, वो लोग ये चाहते हैं, इस वजह से ज़्यादातर लोग हमसे पूछ रहे हैं। तो
यार लेफ्ट से एसोसिएट नहीं करना चाह रहे थे बहुत ज़्यादा ये।
Like, okay, for one, she's like, oh, because everyone is asking for concern, that's why they were asking. And now he's trying to say, like, not many people wanted to associate with the CJP with the left, which is true.
ये भी हो सकता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है अगर ऐसा भी है तो। खैर,
The fuck does she mean? Okay, she's basically saying there is no reason, like, why should we be concerned if the protest should not be associated with the fucking left? Okay, listen, this is giving me a headache.
ऑल्दो ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रेंथ हो या स्टेज पे संभालना हो, सब तो लेफ्ट नहीं किया था, तो इस और कितना दूरी बना के आप क्या कर लेंगे?
सब तो लेफ्ट नहीं किया।
Okay, listen, everything has been done by the left. Everything has been done by the left. Just the left doesn't get the center stage here. No, Sonam Wangchuk, the RSS Chutia, gets the center stage here.
सीजेपी वाले कहेंगे अरे भाई हमने किया
नहीं, मतलब लेफ्ट के स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस और सीजेपी अपने साथ में ही।
No, CJP hasn't done shit, by the way. CJP hasn't done shit. Why are leftists so self-sabotaging? That's the $1 million question here.
किया तो ऐसी कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है मुझे लगता है। पता है, हम
एक
लोग
सवाल और है इस पे कि सौरभ दास और आशुतोष मिले जाते थे जेपी नड्डा से, भाई बैठ रही थी नेहा 23 दिन से, अमीन बैठ रहे हैं 23 दिन से।
So he's saying that Das and Ranka go to meet Nadda while Neha and Amin are sitting for 23 days.
मनीष बैठ रहे हैं, ये सारे लोग बैठे हुए, और भी काफ़ी लोग बैठे हुए थे, वो नहीं जा रहे हैं मिलने के लिए, 2 लोग जा रहे हैं। तो थोड़ा तो लगता है ना कि यार इतना प्रोटेस्ट में जो जिसका बहुत बड़ा योगदान है, ठीक है, मैनेज करना भी एक बड़ा वैल्यू रखता है।
See, he's saying that for everyone who went, why didn't anyone from ISA go?
लेकिन उन लोगों को मीटिंग में नहीं लेके जा रहे हैं, तो ये आप लोगों से कोई तालमेल, कोई बातें हुई थी कि हाँ चलो करते हैं, आप लोग चलो, या आप लोग नहीं जाओगे, या खुद हम चले गए?
नहीं, पहली बार तो जो मीटिंग हुई थी 20 को, उसके बारे में हमें नहीं मालूम था। वो
They didn't even tell them about the fucking meeting. Yeah, no. Left was fucking sidelined. This kind of proves it. Yeah, even he has more spine, yes.
हो नहीं पाया था बहुत ज़्यादा chaos वगैरह की वजह से, और हमें नहीं मालूम था कि वो गए हैं जेपी नड्डा से मिलने और गए हैं।
They literally made a big deal about Das going to meet Nadda. They literally made a big deal about Das and Ranka going to meet Nadda. What the fuck do you mean you have no idea about that? Just say you were fucking sidelined because you fucking were.
तो क्या बात होगी वो हमें नहीं मालूम था। दूसरी बार जब मीटिंग के लिए बुलाया था तो उसके पहले हमारी मीटिंग हुई थी कि क्या बात रखनी है क्या नहीं रखनी है। अब सरकार के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव की भी एक अपनी होती है डिमांड कि हम इनसे मिलेंगे, इतने लोगों से मिलेंगे, तो वो सब लॉजिस्टिकल बात था। पर
Okay, listen, that is not a logistical question. Drop Ranka, or best yet drop Das, and then send someone from here. God fucking damn it.
जो ये बात है कि स्टेज पे नहीं बैठे या तमाम चीज़ें, मुझे तो लगता है कि अगर हम स्टेज पे बैठे तो हम सोनम वांगचुक के साथ उठ चुके होते हैं उस वक्त। और दूसरा ये कि लोगों को ये लग रहा है कि क्या ऐसा तो नहीं लग रहा कि मूवमेंट में जितना लोग आपको जानना चाहिए था आपके साथ।
Man, these people are humble themselves too much. This is not about you, honestly. It's more important for leftists to have credit. They are not being humble. They are not being humble. This is a way to say, shit, we were sidelined, we were used, we were chewed out, and now we have to protect our fucking dignities.
संघर्ष को अप्रिशिएट करना था वो नहीं हो रहा है, उससे हमारा बिल्कुल इत्तेफाक नहीं है। हमें लगता है कि जिस जगह पे हम बैठे हुए थे, एक तो वो ऐसी जगह थी जहाँ पे सब लोग आते जाते रहते थे।
Yeah. No. She's basically like she was on a stall that everyone was coming and going. But so it is perfectly okay for her to be there and this AIS to be there. But everyone was not looking at them. They were looking forward to the fucking stage. If Isa is the one, as she has said, that managed the entire fucking protest, if Isa is the one that led the fucking protest, managed everything in the background, why the fuck they were not allowed to be on stage? And she has said it herself that they were not, because they didn't want to associate with the left, because CJP is inherently an AAP-led protest, and they basically were taken for idiots. They were literally taken for idiots.
बाद में तो वहाँ पे चलिए रस्सी लग गई, उससे पहले रस्सी भी नहीं लगी थी। तो हम लोगों का खून निकल रहा है तो हम कौन सा एक्सप्रेशन बना रहे हैं, ये जनता एकदम करीब से देख रही है। हमारा वेट किस तरह से गिर रहा है, वो मशीन के ऊपर ऑलमोस्ट चढ़ के वो सब लोग देख रहे हैं। हम लोगों का समथिंग इतना इंटीमेट कि हम जब यूरिन टेस्ट हमको हमारा लिया जा रहा है तो हम लोग वो डब्बा लेकर के वॉशरूम जाते थे और वॉशरूम से वापस फिर आके हम देते थे उनको जो कलेक्ट करने आते थे। और ये मैं बता भी रही थी किसी को, तो हम लोग जब एक दिन ले करके आ रहे थे, पहले मुझसे पहले 2 साथी गए थे, तो मैं तीसरी इंसान थी जो वॉशरूम से ले के निकल रही थी वो डब्बा। तो लोग पीछे बात कर रहे थे कि ये लोग कर्ज कैसे लेते हैं कि ऑन डिमांड प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, और अगर किसी दिन नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा, सरकार मानेगी नहीं क्या ये लोग बैठे।
Jesus, why is this deflection going on from her? I know why this deflection is going on. This deflection is going on because no one wants to get to the point if they were sidelined or not, which sounds like they were.
तो लोग हमारे यूरिन टेस्ट को डिस्कस कर रहे थे क्योंकि वो ऐसा जगह होता है। हमारे खून निकलता था यहाँ से एवरी ऑल्टरनेट डे, 2-3 वाइल्स लिए जाता था। तो हमारा वीडियो हमारे लोग बाद में बनाते थे, बाकी जो लोग वहाँ पे प्रोटेस्टर्स थे वो पहले बना देते थे, देखिए कितनी तकलीफ हो रही है नेहा जी को, और हम देखते थे कि अच्छा ये इतने सारे एंगल से हमारा वीडियो बना है। तो द फैक्ट कि हमारा संघर्ष लोगों के जहन में दर्ज है, उनके जंतर मंतर के मेमोरीज का एक अभिन्न अंग की तरह हमारा मेडिकल टेस्ट हमारे साथ
Listen, I know this person. We'll talk about this person later. Everyone fucking hates her. Trust me when I say that. Everyone fucking hates her.
करके फूट फूट के रोना, हमसे माफी मांगना,
Not
भाजपा को
Neha,
वोट
the person, friend of a friend sent me the information about.
करने के लिए हमें फूल देना, मुझे पता नहीं वो प्रोटेक्शन का धागा वादा सब बांध देना और तमाम हमको सजेशंस देना, बोलना कि अब SIR पे अब आप करो, ये सब हो गया है एजुकेशन पे। कुछ रिटायर्ड लॉयर आए, वो अपनी कहानियाँ सुनाने लग गए पता नहीं कितने साल पहले। तो ये सब तमाम चीज़ें हुई। मेरी माँ आई जो भाजपा की सपोर्टर रही हैं और धर्मेंद्र प्रधान के इस्तीफे के बाद उन्होंने बोला सबको बधाई देना, तो मुझे लगा सबके माँ
अब नहीं सपोर्टर, छोड़ दिया उन्होंने।
अब पता नहीं, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान के इस्तीफे में उन्होंने बधाई दी, बाकी देखा जाएगा लंबी बात।
आप कहाँ से हो?
मैं उत्तराखंड से हूँ।
मतलब आपके फादर मदर क्या करते हैं?
मेरे फादर आर्मी में हैं, मदर एक हाउसवाइफ है, भाई है एक मेरा छोटा जिससे मैं बहुत क्लोज हूँ। तो हम लोग मूव करते रहे हैं हर 2 साल बाद पढ़ाई के लिए, तो यही रही है हमारी ज़िंदगी ऐसे।
तो अभी जो है फैमिली में क्या, फैमिली का झुकाव किधर है?
Okay, I'm gonna skip this part because it's not important. People...
हाँ यार, बोलेंगे खाना। तो वॉशरूम ले जा रहे हैं 7-8 लोग। तो नेहा बहुत हृदय परिवर्तन तो हो चुका था।
Yeah, we know she was a leftist. Her father didn't speak to her for 10 years.
उस डिसएग्रीमेंट का आर्टिकुलेशन मुझे मजेदार
अरुंधति राय का नाम लिया, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट शुरू।
हाँ, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रॉय हों या आगा शाहिद अली हों, उनसे मेरा कांटेक्ट हुआ।
बस अरुंधति राय का नाम लिया, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट शुरू।
हाँ, है उनके लिए जिंदगी में राजनीति को उतारना मुझे ऐसा लगता है ज़्यादा आसान हो जाता है। थिएटर ग्रुप एक चलता था,
ये इसको जो है CA प्रोटेस्ट ने बदल दिया, ब्रेन वॉश किया है। मैं समझ रहा हूँ ये थिएटर ने।
Okay, this is getting actually pathetic.
इंटरेस्टिंग एक बात है कि जिनके साथ आप बैठी थी, स्टेज तो अलग था, सोनम वांगचुक के। सोनम
Okay, now this is more, yeah.
मैं समझ, आपने एक बात बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बोली कि नए लोग सोचते हैं और फैमिली से कि अगेंस्ट कह सकते हैं, आपकी सोच विचारधारा आइडियोलॉजी है। इसमें बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग एक बात है कि जिनके साथ आप बैठी थी, स्टेज तो अलग था, सोनम वांगचुक के। सोनम वांगचुक,
yeah, he's like, oh no, but the stage was different. Like he's making fun of her in the question he's asking. That is the level that we are getting at.
और उनकी वाइफ का जो इंक्लिनेशन है वो कई बार दिखा है, राइट की तरफ दिखा है। उनकी वाइफ का जो स्टेटमेंट अभी कुछ दिन पहले आया है कि जिस तरह की उन्होंने बातें की है, हिंदुत्व की बातें की है, हिंदू राष्ट्र की बातें की है, उससे आपको लगता है
like he's basically asking, for people who don't understand Hindi, is that like Som Wangchuk is a cuck for the RSS, and how can you sit with someone like that? Again, not to even mention the app connections, but let's go on.
थोड़ा प्रॉब्लमेटिक है या आपकी विचारधारा से अलग है?
नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स अलग है। हमारी और उनकी राजनीति में बहुत फर्क है। वी वर यूनाइटेड बाय वन एजेंडा कि हम धर्मेंद्र प्रधान के इस्तीफे के लिए भूख हड़ताल पे बैठे हैं, लेकिन उसके इतर जो उनके शायद राजनीतिक व्यूज़ हैं, खुद सोनम वांगचुक के हो सकते हैं या उनके पार्टनर गीतांजलि जी के हो सकते हैं, उनसे ऑफ कोर्स हमारा डिसएग्रीमेंट है। NEP,
Yeah, so basically she's saying that it doesn't really matter if he's a cuck for the RSS. It doesn't really matter if you have a snake in your hen coop, you still feed it. Yeah, this is why the left never wins.
को भी लेकर के मैं जानती हूँ सोनम वांगचुक सपोर्टिव हैं, हम बिल्कुल सपोर्टिव नहीं है। हमें लगता है कि अगर इस पूरे एजुकेशन सिस्टम में, हायर एजुकेशन के सिस्टम में कोई एक रॉट की मेन वजह आज के समय में है तो वो NEP है। इसलिए भी हम लोग एक्चुअली बैठे थे भूख हड़ताल पे कि
Yeah, no one ever said that. No one ever gave them the space to actually say that what they were exactly fucking against. Like, be serious.
धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफा मांग रहे हैं, हम आपके साथ सॉलिडारिटी में बैठे हैं, लेकिन NEP के समर्थन की आवाज़ अगर आप उठाएंगे तो उसके साथ साथ छात्रों का भी ये डिसेंट दर्ज होना चाहिए कि NEP किस तरीके से हमारे यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को बर्बाद करने पे तुला हुआ है। और उनकी लार्जर पॉलिटिक्स से अलग अलग समय पे हमारा डिसएग्रीमेंट रहा है। हम एक लेफ्ट का स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है और वो लेफ्ट का स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन
left needs to stop being so kind for real. I don't think she's being kind. Oh, actually, you're being sarcastic. Okay, I understand. This is disappointing. This is disappointing.
प्रेजेंट मौजूदा राजनीति को कैसे देखता है, उसमें हिंदू राष्ट्र का जो तात्पर्य आज के समय में आ गया है कि उसका मतलब ये होगा कि बाकी और किसी के लिए जगह नहीं होगी, चाहे वो दलित हो गए, महिलाएं हो गए, मुसलमान हो गए, किसी और के लिए स्पेस नहीं होगा इस हिंदू राष्ट्र में। ये समझदारी से हम डिसएग्री करते हैं। हमारी अम्बेडकर की समझदारी है और वो हिंदू राष्ट्र के प्रति जो वार्निंग देते हैं हम उससे इत्तेफाक रखते हैं। हम भगत सिंह के जो एंटी कम्युनल एजेंडा है और जो वो मानते हैं कि एक डायरेक्शन में एक रिलीजियस फंडामेंटलिस्ट ग्रुप नहीं चला सकता है, स्टेट के ऊपर सत्ता में नहीं रह सकता है, उससे इत्तेफाक रखते हैं। तो यही बात है।
तो अब
To be honest, we need a brain dead leftist IT cell to neutralize BJP brain dead IT cell. We need a propaganda machine. We don't need a brain dead leftist IT cell, because our dear leaders here are conceding to the left like every 5 seconds. Let me just let you know, they're conceding to the left every 5 seconds in this entire video.
नेहा बोरा चुनाव लड़ेंगी, पॉलिटिक्स में आएंगी।
बिल्कुल, जहाँ से हमारी पार्टी हमें बोलेगी हम लड़ेंगे चुनाव।
ये हुई ना बात। एक बात बताइए, आप चुनाव लड़ेंगी, कहीं सोचा है कुछ सीट वीट?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं सोचा। अभी बहुत समय है हमारे चुनाव लड़ने में। और मतलब चुनाव लड़ना या किसी भी पॉलिटिकल इलेक्टोरल कंपटीशन का हिस्सा बनना इज़ अ मीन्स टू एन एंड। जिस तरीके से सड़क का संघर्ष होता है उसी तरीके से संसद का संघर्ष होता है।
ओके, आई एम गोना मूव फॉरवर्ड।
आपसे भी लोग ये सोचते पूछते होंगे या आपके दिमाग में भी बातें चलती होंगी कि नेहा आज तो बहुत भाषण दे रही है, आपके ही जेएनयू से शहला रशीद थी।
Yeah, that Shaila Rashid is someone who conceded to the right.
आज कहाँ हैं, आज उनका स्टैंड क्या है वो बहुत क्लियर है। नेहा क्या सोचती हैं इसके ऊपर?
नहीं, मुझे लगता है कि आप जो राजनीति करते हैं उसके हिसाब से जो लोग देख रहे होते हैं, सुन रहे होते हैं, अप्रिशिएट कर रहे होते हैं, वो डिसाइड करते हैं कि वो आपको क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे या आपका समर्थन करेंगे। जिस दिन कोई भी, एंड दिस अप्लाइज फॉर एनीबडी, जिस दिन लोग खुद को जनता के संघर्षों के लिए इरेलेवेंट बना देते हैं उस दिन वो लोग जनता के लिए इरेलेवेंट हो जाते हैं, भले ही वो सत्ता पक्ष के कितने पैर पकड़ें, नतमस्तक हो जाएं उसके सामने। तो जिस दिन मैं ये गद्दारी करूंगी उस दिन मैं इरेलेवेंट हो जाऊंगी।
नेहा भी कह रही गद्दारी।
हाँ, गद्दारी होगा और क्या होगा ये।
She's saying if you stop talking about the people, you're betraying the people. We really need to have this conversation about conceding to the right in that same breath.
काफी लोगों ने ऐसा भाषण दिया है ये वाला नेहा, इस तरह के बोल्ड भाषण।
हाँ।
और फिर वो पलट गए हैं। नेहा के बीजेपी वाले दोस्त हैं, कोई आरएसएस वाले दोस्त हैं?
हाँ, जानने वाले
he's asking, do you have friends in the BJP and the RSS?
हैं, बातचीत है। एबीवीपी के एक्टिविस्ट्स हैं जिनको जब कुछ समझ नहीं आता है तो वो बिल्कुल मैसेज करके पूछते हैं कि ये वाला तो समझ नहीं आया, नेहा दीदी आप ऐसा बोल रही थी, इसका क्या मतलब है।
Why are you? She's like, she has friends in the ABVP. Why would you ever speak to them? Why would you ever speak to them?
है, लोग हैं, लेकिन अब यही बात है कि कोई व्यक्ति सत्ता पक्ष के प्रति कितना ज़्यादा लॉयल है उससे, और वो किस हद तक अपनी ज़िंदगी में उस नफ़रत को उतारने के लिए तैयार है। ऑफ कोर्स इसका एक इफ़ेक्ट पड़ेगा। मैं एक एक्टिविस्ट हूँ, कैंपसेस में मैं जिन लोगों से बात करती हूँ, अपनी आम जिंदगी में जिन लोगों से बात करती हूँ, जो लोग मेरे दोस्त हैं, उन लोगों का वो देखते हैं लोग, और इस वजह से भी उनका एक्सेस, मतलब आम लोगों का एक्सेस उन तक ना पहुंचे, ये भी एक
पक्के वाले दोस्त नहीं है कोई।
पक्के वाले तो अब परिवार वाले भाजपा वाले हैं, और कितने पक्के वाले होंगे।
एक चीज चल रहा है अचानक, जब ये प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा था इस बीच में रिजर्वेशन को लेकर, रिजर्वेशन हटाओ आंदोलन टाइप की चीजें भी उठ रही हैं, तो आप देख रही होंगी। और आपको लेकर काफी वो है कि आपने जब डीयू में कुछ प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था, उसमें ब्राह्मणवाद और का नारा लगा था, उसमें आपके खिलाफ भी बहुत सारे लोगों ने कहा था। इस वाले आंदोलन या इस टाइप की चीज़ों पे आप क्या सोचते हो? रिजर्वेशन के ऊपर नेहा बोरा क्या सोचती हैं?
जब यूजीसी इक्विटी गाइडलाइंस लाए गए थे, एक अधपके अधकच्चे से गाइडलाइंस लाए गए सरकार द्वारा, और उसके बाद 5 दिन के 5 लोगों के प्रोटेस्ट के बाद कोर्ट चला गया वो, और कोर्ट ने बोला कि इतने बड़ा डिसेंट आ रहा है तो हम लोग कैसे नाराज़ कर दें और पुख्ता नहीं है इसके डेफिनेशंस, तो हम वापस ले रहे हैं। उसके बाद पूरे देश भर में जो आंदोलन हुआ था, उस आंदोलन में का मैं हिस्सा थी। आयसा मुझे लगता है उन कुछ चुनिंदा स्टूडेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में से था जो इस बात को सड़कों पे उतार रहा था कि नहीं, हमारे कैंपसेस में जाति के आधार पे भेदभाव और हिंसा बहुत ज़्यादा रैम्पेंट है, और अगर इसको एड्रेस नहीं किया गया तो कैंपसेस जो एक तरीके से अपना गेट बंद कर देते थे समाज के हाशिए से आने वाले जाति के लोगों के ऊपर, महिलाओं के ऊपर, मुसलमानों के ऊपर, गरीबों के ऊपर, वो पूरा प्रोसेस, वो ट्रेडिशन कंटिन्यू रहेगा। तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है कि ना सिर्फ आरक्षण को लेकर के नहीं, मतलब कास्ट बेस्ड डिस्क्रिमिनेशन को लेकर के और हिंसा को लेकर के पुख्ता कानून बने, बल्कि ये भी ज़रूरी है कि जो आरक्षण का वादा सोशियो इकोनॉमिक, सोशियो और एजुकेशनल बैकवर्डनेस की वजह से चिन्हित करते हुए आरक्षण मिलता है, ना सिर्फ उसको प्रॉपर तरीके से यूनिवर्सिटीज़, गवर्नमेंट।
Yeah, I know. I'm just literally, I don't want to even translate most of this. First of all, they're talking about like the reservation Hatao Andolan, which is absolute bullshit. Secondly, they're just yapping about random shit at this point. Oh, Jesus. It's very bad. It is absolutely horrendous at this point. Like, I did not know what I was getting into when I started this video. Actually, I just saw this video. I was like, okay, this is exactly what I was talking about, exactly what I was always talking about, that the left has conceded to the right. The left has given it all of the space that it should have to the right, to CJP, to AAP, but it is just worse because they know at this point that they have been sidelined. They know they have been sidelined. It is very hard to not think like, are these guys so dense that they don't realize they have been sidelined? Like, I am in absolute disbelief. How can you, as someone who is part of all of this, who has seen this from the inside out, not think that you have been fucking sidelined? Why would you be in so support of the people who have sidelined you, who have left you by the wayside, who have conceded to the right themselves because they are right, and now you are conceding to the right? And it's not even like they're conceding to the right as in like, oh, they're conceding to something like the Congress. No. They're conceding to the right even in the Indian sense of this. Not even in like the Marxist sense, but also the Indian sense.
जॉब्स में इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाए, क्योंकि आज भी हम देखते हैं यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में जो सीट्स निकलती हैं, अभी भी SC ST OBC सीट्स खाली जाती हैं। जो प्रोफेसर्स यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में इस वक्त पढ़ा रहे हैं, उसमें SC ST OBC सीट्स आप देखिए लगभग खाली हैं। तो ना सिर्फ आरक्षण ढंग से इम्प्लीमेंट हो, बल्कि आरक्षण का जो एक कैप है 50% का, कास्ट सेंसस अलग अलग जगह पे करवाया जाए, नेशन वाइड कास्ट सेंसस हो, और उसके बेसिस पे जो 50% की सीलिंग लगा दी गई है लोगों को अपने अधिकारों से वंचित करने के लिए, वो सीलिंग भी ध्वस्त हो। ये तो हमारा मानना है।
धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफा आप लोगों ने जेनजी ने ले लिया। जेनजी के अगले निशाने पे कौन है?
जेनजी के निशाने पे तो पूरा कैबिनेट है।
She's like, oh, the Gen Zs is aiming for the entire cabinet to resign. Okay.
शाह है फिलहाल सबसे ज़्यादा तीखे निशाने पे। वो व्यक्ति जो स्टार्टिंग में 20 तारीख को पैलेट गन्स इस्तेमाल करने का ऑर्डर लेते हैं, मुझे नहीं लगता हम 1 मिनट भी 1 सेकंड भी मानेंगे कि अमित शाह को के एक्सप्लिसिट परमिशन और ऑर्डर के बिना सेंट्रल दिल्ली में पैलेट्स फायर हुए। दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल।
So she is saying that she knows and she believes rather that without Amit Shah's knowledge, the pellet guns couldn't have been fired, and if they were, then he should resign anyway, because come on, again, that's Congress's talking points, but that later. Sure, the point still remains, why aren't the CJP, all of the friends that you have, calling the protest?
possible and we do not believe in it and we don't accept it. अमित शाह इस देश में सेंट्रल दिल्ली में आम जनता, आम प्रोटेस्टर्स को हैंडल करने के लिए पेलेट गन्स के इस्तेमाल को आम बना देना चाहते हैं और इस वजह से जिस स्टेट का वो हिस्सा है वो एक टेररिस्ट स्टेट है, वो एक क्रिमिनल स्टेट है और उसने उस क्रिमिनल स्टेट में जो व्यक्ति निर्देश देगा कि पेलेट गन्स का इस्तेमाल करो, जिसके बाद आंख की रोशनी एक स्टूडेंट की परमानेंटली चली गई है, हियरिंग डैमेज हो गया है, स्टूडेंट्स वेंटिलेटर पे हैं, जिंदगी मौत से जूझ रहे हैं.
It's actually worse. It's actually very fucking worse. The reason why it's worse is because they're trying to create a situation like Godhra, when right-wing goons, Hindutva Wadis, the Bajrang Dals, the VHPs are going out of their way to harass people, kick people, fight people. They're targeting them individually. This is exactly what happened in Godhra. They're trying to create that situation in Delhi. It is much worse.
उन सब लोगों के जिंदगी को बर्बाद करने का, परमानेंटली डैमेज करने की जिम्मेदारी अमित शाह उठाएंगे और उनके इस्तीफे की मांग सबसे पहले उठेगी.
Anyway, fucking hell, this is... Yeah, I'm too damn depressed at this point. Like, what the fuck was this? Like, what the fuck was this? We are like an hour and 40 minutes in. We are an hour and 40 minutes in, and this is the video that comes fucking up. And like, yeah, the left is fucking sidelined. It has always been fucking sidelined. What did these people expect? Christ. This is why I am here. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is why I'm here. I don't want that shit to happen. I am not going to concede to the right. Yeah, I'm gonna get so much fucking hate. Like, I'm gonna get so much fucking hate for this. I do. So very fucking annoying. I just fucking can't. You know, I just fucking can't. This absolute shithole. Dude, they're not gonna ask shit of Modi. They're not gonna ask shit of Modi. This is not happening. What is this video? Indian Express?
So last evening, late at night, the PM makes a
Change politics. Yeah, the Instagram push of our dear Prime Minister Modi called it.
read. And he says, you know, बच्चे हैं, जंतर मंतर पे जो हुआ पूरे देश ने देखा, बच्चे हैं, गुमराह बच्चे हैं.
Yeah, I'm not translating. Yogendra Yadav has been such a fucking disappointment. I'm not translating this. I'm not translating this. We are going to fucking raid out. We are going to fucking raid out. I'm not translating this shit. I don't want to. Like, I'm going to edit this video. I'm going to post it up. Get all of the hate. Yeah, fuck this. Fuck this shit. Seriously, fuck this shit. Like, let's just fucking raid out. It's not like a very decent day anyway. We'll talk tomorrow. Like, yeah, we are fucking raiding out. Yeah, we are fucking raiding out.